Hi, I'm Kirby Davidson,
And I'm Amy Davidson.
and just wanted to take a moment and share our faith story. So I'm going to let Amy start us off.
Kirby and I really both grew up in families that considered faith and church very important. Our parents were very involved in their churches, and for us it was kind of just a given. We went to church. And we raised our kids that way. It was not an option. It was you're going to get up, you're going to go to church. So we've always had a connection to churches, and I've always found it very important in our lives.
Definitely, and then as we grew up and we started having our own family, then as Amy mentioned, we started just getting them involved in church, and we took it a step further and we got involved in committees. We both love music, Christian music especially, and so I play the drums, Amy plays the cello, our daughter plays the viola, and our son played the cello also. So, you can just call us the Von Trapp family if you want. But that being said, it was just a way to get our family even more involved in the kids, as well as we started having our own family and getting more involved in the church.
Our son Ryan was 6 years old when he was diagnosed with cancer, and at the time we would have people say, "How can you still believe in a God that would do this or would let this happen to a child?" And we always felt the opposite. We always think that how do families that don't belong to a church, that don't have a church family, how do they survive these things? God, I believe, put us in the places we needed to be at the times we needed to be with the people we needed to be with. And our church families always were so much help.
And it is a family. It sounds cliche, but it is a church family. And I remember when Ryan did have his diagnosis, that even our church family from churches where we had lived previously reached out to us to support us. And our current church here at Sun Prairie United Methodist Church just really embraced all of us, our daughter Mallory, our son Ryan, and Amy and I. And it just, you could feel God's presence. Again, it may sound a little cliche or kind of corny, but when you're in that mental state of, not knowing what's next, to have that support and love around you, you really felt God's presence.
When Ryan was in confirmation, his scripture was Romans 8, verses 38 and 39.
And this talks about God's love always in life and in death, and to trust in God. And it's something that we just carried with us as his faith statement. And our daughter Mallory even took it a step further, that she started to get involved, and we were so proud of her when she started getting even more involved as a young adult in the church, and was a mentor for different youth going through confirmation. And you could just see the legacy passed on. And that's why we also wanted to continue to do the Bibles in Ryan's memory, because the last thing he did in his life was to go through confirmation and be confirmed in this church. So a couple of very proud moments right there.
We have lived in Sun Prairie for 22 years. The first church we visited was Sun Prairie United Methodist Church. We felt at home immediately and have belonged and been coming here ever since.